Most celebrities try their best to be well liked. After all, if a celebrity is hated, then they don't have much fame and therefore their career would be over. Even though actress Sarah Jessica Parker has tried to keep her nose clean, so to speak, there are still a handful of people out there who just don't like her or have some kind of negative history with the Sex and the City actress. Today we're going to talk about some of the people who have beef with SJP as we count down the celebrities who hate Sarah Jessica Parker. At number 5, Oprah. I think out of all the celebrities in Hollywood, it could easily be said that Oprah is one of the nicest. She just gives off such a warm and inviting vibe and seems to get along with so many people that it's hard to imagine Oprah actually disliking someone. But apparently in special cases, she can be a little put off by someone. And one of those people who've rubbed Oprah the wrong way is Sarah Jessica Parker. When you look up people who hate Sarah Jessica, not many people show up, so you really have to go digging. So this little beef is a bit lesser known than others, so I'll tell you about it. Back in the day when Sarah Jessica Parker was on Oprah's show for an interview, Oprah was gushing to the actress about how she's such a hard worker, being able to juggle so much in life like being a working mom. While Sarah gave her honest opinion to Oprah's praise, the talk show host really didn't like what the actress had to say. Replying to Oprah's comment about how impressive Sarah is, the actress said, quote, "I have a lot of help. I have a lot of people helping me." End quote. While it was the honest truth, because she did have people who worked for her to help her out with her everyday tasks, Oprah really didn't like the actress not being humble. Oprah really didn't like it when rich celebrities brag about the perks of being famous and having a lot of money, and so she tried pressing Sarah Jessica to get her to admit something a little more humble, but it just never really worked. The subtle brags about being able to afford so much help just rubbed Oprah the wrong way, causing her to not like Sarah Jessica Parker too much. At number 4, Michelle Collins. Now this next one is kind of similar to why Oprah doesn't like Sarah Jessica Parker. As I mentioned before, Sarah has a team of people around to help her with her everyday activities. While this is very common among celebrities and other rich people, what may surprise people is how strict Sarah Jessica is with her own staff. Other celebrities have been exposed for this kind of thing in the past, like Mariah Carey being ultra mean to her staff, but this isn't something that someone would have expected from Sarah Jessica Parker since she gives off such a kind demeanor. Turns out that she's a lot more strict than you might think, and comedian Michelle Collins exposed the actress for it. As part of her comedy skit, Michelle read some of Sarah Jessica's emails to her staff aloud, and it made people really think twice about the kind of person she really is. A lot of her demands were incredibly specific, like for example, Sarah requesting that a quote, tiny 1.75 ounce container of Vaseline with a small spoon or knife had to be made available for her children's use, and that this container couldn't be too big as to not clutter up the space. On top of that, she also requested that a quote, bottle of face wash and Neutrogena body wash be continuously replenished for her son James in his shower. Collins even read out the instructions for Sarah's kids' eye drops and how hard the kids should blink. Michelle exposed Sarah for being a behind-the-scenes diva, so maybe this had malicious intent behind it because the demands were just so ridiculous. Before we carry on talking about people who haven't been too fond of Sarah Jessica Parker, why not take a moment to leave a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and while you're at it, consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this one. At number 3, Robert Downey Jr. Did you know that back in the 80s, Sarah Jessica Parker and Robert Downey Jr. used to date? Because for a long time, I had no idea. But yeah, they were in a long-term relationship until everything came crashing down. On the surface, it looked like they were madly in love, which in a way they were, and in one interview from back in the day, RDJ even said that he hoped to marry Sarah in the near future, but clearly that never happened. Now you might be wondering, if he wanted to marry her, then why did they end up breaking up, and does Robert really hate Sarah? Well, the reason for their breakup was Robert's substance abuse. It destroyed their relationship, and after a long time of watching Robert go through this hard time, she finally plucked up the courage to leave him. Looking back on it, Robert has said that he doesn't blame her for leaving because he treated her so badly back then. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that Robert actually hated Sarah, because he did have a lot of love for her when they were together, but he was the reason for the toxicity in their relationship, which certainly didn't make things very nice. Robert's father credits Sarah Jessica Parker for saving his son's life, because he said that without her, RDJ would have probably died. Their relationship was quite tumultuous to say the least, but in the years since, they've been able to reconcile and they're now good friends who've each moved on. At number 2, fans. Now, although they aren't exactly exactly celebrities, there is still a lot of negativity and hate amongst Sarah Jessica Parker's fans, as well as fans of Sex and the City. Many people have a number of reasons as to why they dislike the actress so much, and a lot of it stems from the character that she's known for. Carrie Bradshaw is a character that people either love or hate. Many fans say that they just can't stand her because of how unrelatable she is. They didn't like the way that the character carried herself, making everything a bigger deal than it needed to be, always being involved in some kind of petty drama, and not being very humble about her lavish life. As a result of the negative aspects of Carrie's character, some fans have linked that to Sarah Jessica Parker, and this has created a lot of hate for the actress. The other thing that people use against Sarah Jessica is her appearance. Many people online have said that they hate the actress because of the way that she looks, which really shouldn't be a factor of whether or not you like someone. I think this could be a real case of fans forgetting that the actor and the character are two different people. While yes, sometimes an actor can pick up traits from the character they play, especially if they've been playing that character for a long time, but again, that can't be a reason to hate someone. And finally, at number 1, Kim Cattrall. When Sex and the City was at its peak, everyone just pretty much assumed that the leading ladies were all best friends because they looked like such close friends on TV, but years after the show and movies ended, we found out that this definitely was not the case. After the third movie was taken off the table because of Kim Cattrall's refusal to do the film, this is when the truth of the matter started to show, and people found out about the huge feud between Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker. The feud really came to a head after Cattrall's brother passed away, and Sarah Jessica Parker wrote a message of condolence to her former colleague on social media. Cattrall was not having it and didn't want any kind of sympathy from her arch enemy, and clapped back to Sarah's message by writing, quote, "Your continuous reaching out is a painful reminder of just how cruel you really were then and now. Let me make this very clear. You are not my friend. I'm writing to tell you one last time to stop exploiting our tragedy in order to restore your nice girl persona." This made it abundantly clear that there was a lot of built-up tension between the two actresses. Cattrall has addressed the fight numerous times, saying that the mean girl culture of the show is really what destroyed it, and doesn't look to be close to putting this drama behind them anytime soon. Now, before we wrap things up, I want you guys to leave a comment down below telling me what you think of Sarah Jessica Parker. Do you like her? Do you hate her? Or are you impartial about the actress and her place in Hollywood? Let me know your thoughts down below. Now let's get into some comment shoutouts from our video of the top 10 celebrities that everyone hates. Tammy Webb says, "I hate it when some celebrities act snobbish, rude, and snooty to other people. Just because they have better jobs than we do, and just because they have a lot more money than we do, doesn't mean that they are better than other people." I have to 100% agree with this. I mean, yes, they really lucked out in life, they got good jobs, they have a lot of money, but I feel like a lot of these celebrities have to remember to stay humble, because at the end of the day, we're all people, we're all on our grind. Some are just more successful than others, and that's okay. MLG Gamer says Amber Heard is definitely one that should have been here, and the Paul Bros. Absolutely. Honestly, after reading this comment, I can't believe that I did not put Amber Heard on this list. I mean, everybody hates her, or hated her, or honestly, I don't know anymore. Amber's kind of just faded off into the distance, but sometimes she makes her comeback and everybody's like, no. Arminka Goodwin says Wendy Williams, Kim K, and Kanye get on my damn nerves. Yeah, I mean, Kim K, I don't really know, cause like, she's just kind of living her life. Yes, she does a lot of messed up stuff, but I don't think it's like malicious. She's still learning how to navigate life as a public figure. Wendy Williams though, toxic. Toxic, toxic, toxic. And Kanye, he's just Kanye. Tadio Orosti says, I definitely hate Sharon Needles. Oh sorry, it's Marilyn Manson. I love the drag reference there, Sharon Needles. Cool. Yeah, Marilyn Manson, a character, definitely a character. Don't want to speak on it any further, but oh, that guy. Celeb Village says, I don't hate any celebrity, but can detest things like infidelity, racism, etc. Why hate someone you've never met? Yeah, I do have to agree, why hate someone you've never met? I mean, there's a lot of hate on the internet, online, basically everywhere. A lot of it is unnecessary, but like, you know, somebody rubbed you the wrong way. That's one thing. Basic Truth says Kim K needs to be cancelled. Again, I feel like cancel culture itself is just toxic to begin with, so really you're not helping anything. But again, I think Kim K is just making a lot of mistakes but not meaning to. There's people out there, there are worse celebrities, I will say. Kim K, kind of a middle ground. Yeah, she messed up. Yeah, she's done some questionable stuff, but I don't know. She's kind of a gray area. Anyways, thank you so much for your comments and for sticking around until the end of the video. I've been your host, Bria Room, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and stay groovy, friends.